Namaskar. Respected Bhupendra Patel ji, the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, respected Jitubhai Baghani ji, the Honorable Minister for Education, Higher and Technical Education, Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, respected Pankaj Kumar ji, Chief Secretary, Government of Gujarat, respected K. Kailas Nathan ji, Chief Principal, ACM, Director General of Shipping, Amitav Kumar ji, Rajesh Kumar Sinha ji, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, respected Arnie Jan Floro ji, Consulate General, Norway, respected Rajiv Jaluta ji, Chairman, Mumbai Port Authority, respected M.K. Das ji, ACS Port and Transport, Bikram Singh ji, Joint Secretary Shipping, Srimati Avantika Singh ji, Vice Chairman and CEO, Gujarat Maritime Board, Secretary to CM Gujarat, Madam Gita Garodia ji, Chairperson FICCI, Gujarat State Council, and ladies and gentlemen, and my media friends. Today is a very, very meaningful day for all of us, particularly the agencies and stakeholders involved into the industry of shipping and also recycling. And I believe today the way the government of Gujarat has handled India's biggest ship recycling center along is commendable. I am especially thankful to the Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel ji and his government for handling this particular very, very challenging tasks effectively. And whatever presentation has been made few minutes back, out of going through all this presentation, I believe all the respected stakeholders present here, they could able to develop a very, very kind of sensible sense how effectively the Gujarat's Maritime Board is handling the entire situation. And in the near future, as you have a target on green ship recycling and vehicle scrapping. So in this regard, whatever vision developed by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, in the near future, we are to follow it up very, very effectively, very, very sincerely. Because Honorable Prime Ministers always appealing to the people of the country and the globe that how we should be careful about the maintenance of environment, ecology, and to protect our biodiversity. So this is our prime responsibility. Because the healthy living of the creature on this planet Earth will have to be responsible for the preservation of our nature. And I believe to achieve that distinctive objective, we are to proceed together with a commitment that in the near future, whatever we do we should be very much concerned about our nature, ecology, and environment. Gujarat is the business gateway of India. From a historic maritime location, Gujarat is now world's one of the preferred maritime destination with around 1,600-kilometer coastline. It handles over 40% of India's cargo and is the first state in India to privatize the port sector. Gujarat is well connected with superior road, rail, and air connectivity to all the major port-based trade routes and major trade centers of the world, thereby providing immense international trading opportunities. By virtue of its strategic geographic location on the west coast of India, proactive policies and initiatives, as well as robust industrial and support infrastructure, the state has emerged as flag bearer of India's maritime success story. Gujarat is the nearest maritime outpost to the Middle East, Africa, and Europe, and has the highest number of operational commercial ports. It handles close to 40% of India's cargo throughput and contributed around 18% of the total cargo transported using coastal shipping. The presence of port-based special investment region, special economic zone, and major industrial infrastructure has propelled the cargo movement by sea in the state. Gujarat has the most extensive infrastructure in handling crude, fuel, LPG, and LNG in the country. Under the inspirational leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India has witnessed transformational changes during the last 8 years, and no sector has been left untouched by development and innovation. Similarly, in the port sector, as per the grand vision articulated by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, in the flagship Sagarmala scheme, out of 802 projects worth of rupees 5.45 lakhs crore for implementation by 2035, 270 projects worth of rupees 1.12 lakhs crores have been completed. The Sagarmala program has given impetus to the thriving maritime sector in the state of Gujarat. Projects under various categories such as port modernization, rail, road, cruise, tourism, ro-ro, ROPEX, passenger jetties, fisheries, coastal infrastructure, skill development, etc. have been undertaken. There are 74 projects worth of rupees 57,000 crores under Sagarmala program in the state of Gujarat, out of which 15 projects worth of rupees 9,000 crores have been completed, 33 projects worth more than 25,000 crores under implementation, and 26 projects worth of rupees 22,700 crores are under development. These projects are being implemented by central line ministries, major ports, state maritime boards, and other state agencies. Out of the total 74 projects being implemented in the state of Gujarat, 11 projects worth of rupees 1,581 crores are partially funded by Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways. Ministry has sanctioned rupees 830 crores and released rupees 225 crores, and one project worth of rupees 234 crores has been completed, and 6 projects worth of rupees 520 crores under implementation. ROPEX service in Gujarat under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, in line with the Maritime India Vision 2030, to provide cost-effective and environmentally friendly mode of transport. ROPEX ferry service has started operation between Gogra and Hazira, which has drastically reduced the distance between these east side and west side of Gulf of Combat. Further, construction of ROPEX facility between Pipawa and Muldwarka has been sanctioned, which will provide an alternative, cheaper and environmentally friendly mode of transport. Many such more routes are being explored to provide an ecosystem of passenger transport via waterways. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has inspired us to re-establish the ancient maritime glory of India. Under the Sagarmala program to promote coastal tourism, National Maritime Heritage Museum Complex at Lothal, which will showcase the 5,000 years old maritime heritage of India, is being implemented. Under seaplane services are also being implemented to connect iconic destination of the state of Gujarat. India is a leading destination for recycling of the end-of-life ship. Ship recycling takes place mainly along Shisua in Gujarat since 1983. The 153 plot, along with the 10-kilometer coastal state, is producing around 3.5 million tons of steel per year by recycling more than 200 ships each year, and that too without exploiting natural resources. Ship recycling industry provides employment to around 15,000 persons directly and around 1.5 lakhs persons indirectly. With proposed expansion plan of doubling the capacity of the yard, the employment opportunities will also get double, bringing in more economic prosperity to entire region. India has acceded to the IMO Hong Kong Convention, adopting the global standard for safe and environmentally sound ship recycling in 2009, and also enacted the Recycling of the Ship Act 2000 in 2019. Accordingly, about 105 plots have already complied with Hong Kong Convention requirement, and other as following. Some plot holders have upgraded their plot to suit the European Union requirement and had applied to the European Commission for including their plot in EU-approved list of recycling yards, which is restricted due to vessel ban of prohibitions of the export of hazardous waste from OECD to non-OECD countries. These seminars and proposed visit to Alang will facilitate us in removing these hurdles. Under the Sagarmala program for enhancing skill development, Alang Training Institute has provided training to over 30,000 candidates. There has been a drop in near misses and fatalities at the shipyard. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji had announced the vehicle escapage policy last year from this same place, and my ministry is committed to facilitate the implementation of the same. We are doing a study to devise the strategy to promote it via coastal shipping. Apart from above development, a regional transshipment terminal may also be developed in Gujarat. This development may be done with cooperation of regional countries to serve hub and spoke model. This is the way, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, country is taking initiative to expedite the growth of India. As you all know, under his able leadership, India could able to set its target very distinctively and also able to achieve many more milestones. And in the recent past, we have been recognized, we could able to reach to that milestone. That is, India has become the fifth largest economy of the world. So this is how I believe our country is progressing faster, and because of the Honorable Prime Minister's visionary leadership, now all the Indian ports are developing faster, and because of its modernization, mechanization, digitization, and also developing all kind of modern facilities, now our port could able to handle bigger amount of cargoes, and this is how the progress has become very much visible and distinctive. And I believe because of the Honorable Prime Minister's leadership, every Indian now could able to generate their self-confidence, and सबको लगने लगा है कि ये देश आत्मनिर्भर बनेगा। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में ये देश आत्मनिर्भर बनेगा, और उसी हिसाब से हर नागरिक अपने आप को जागरूक करने में लगे हुए हैं। और मुझे मानना है पिछले 8 साल के अंदर जो विकास हुई है, देश के हर प्रांतों को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मोदी जी ने जो सफलता प्राप्त की है, इससे साफ जाहिर है कि हमारी शक्ति अब दुगुना होने लगा है, और हर नागरिक का मन में जो आत्मविश्वास जिस हिसाब से जाग उठी है, मुझे लगता है कि ये देश निश्चित रूप से दुनिया के सर्वश्रेष्ठ देश बनने जा रहा है। ये निश्चित है। सिर्फ एक ही बात है, हम सबको मिलकर एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, इसी हमारे प्रिंसिपल के आधारित हमें मेहनत करनी होगी, क्योंकि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमें जो मार्गदर्शन दी है, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास, यानी कि सबको अपनी जो कर्तव्य है देश के लिए उसको सही निभानी होंगे। हमारी जो जिम्मेदारी अपने कंधों पे है हर नागरिक की, इस जिम्मेदारी को अगर सब समर्पित भावनाओं से, भक्ति भावनाओं से, निष्ठा से अगर पालन करें, निश्चित रूप से ये देश में बसे हुए संपदा, संभावना और शक्ति को हम उजागर कर सकते हैं, और ये देश निश्चित रूप से उसी दिशा में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जा रहा है। और मुझे लगता है कि आज जो यहाँ ये जो सेमिनार आयोजन की गए है, इस सेमिनार की द्वारा हमें अगले दिनों में दुनिया में जो भी अलग अलग देश जिस हिसाब से अपने काम कर रहा है, लेकिन हिंदुस्तान की अपना पहचान हम हर क्षेत्र में हम बनाएं और हमारी काबिलियत को हम दुनिया में दिखाएं। तो मोदी जी ने ऐसा ही लोगों का मन में शक्ति जगाने का काम किया है। उन्होंने पिछले 8 साल के अंदर जो काम की है, इसके वजह से आज आप देश के हर प्रांत को आप देखिए, अरुणाचल को देखिए, केरल को देखिए, कश्मीर को देखिए, असम को देखिए, गुजरात को देखिए, हर प्रांतों को साथ लिया और सबको जोड़कर टीम इंडिया की भावना शक्ति से आज भारत माताओं को समर्पित भावनाओं से सेवा करने के लिए नागरिक के मन में जो सद्भावना, जो सकारात्मक शक्ति उन्होंने बढ़ाया है, जिसके वजह से आज हमारे देश ने अपना पहचान बनाने का काम किया है। और आज दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का जो इन्फ्लुएंस है हमने देखी है। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज नई नई काम होने लगा है। आज आयुष सेक्टर में देखिए आप, आयुष हमारे प्राचीन चिकित्सा पद्धति है। 2014 तक, यानी कि अप टू 2014 आयुष को लोग देखते नहीं थे, लेकिन माननीय मोदी जी ने जैसे निष्ठापूर्वक कदम उठाए, निरंतर इस आयुष को, हमारे पुरानी प्राचीन चिकित्सा पद्धति को आगे बढ़ाने का जिस हिसाब से काम किया है, इसकी वजह से आज WHO ने उनके पहला एक्सटेंशन ऑफिस हिंदुस्तान की जामनगर में स्थापना की है। तो इससे साफ जाहिर है कि ये देश मोदी जी का जो विजनरी लीडरशिप है, जो एबल लीडरशिप है, जो उनकी ऑनेस्ट एंड डेडिकेटेड एंड कमिटेड एंड हार्ड वर्किंग लीडरशिप है, इसके वजह से आज देश जाग उठा है। ये निश्चित है अगले हर कदम में हम सफलता प्राप्त करेंगे। लेकिन एक ही बात हमें हमेशा याद रखना होगा, एक साथ मिलकर हमको काम करना होगा। टीम इंडिया, और टीम इंडिया की भावना शक्ति से अगर हम काम करें तो हमारा साहस, हमारा शक्ति दुगुना होगा और हमें अपने आप को दुनिया के सर्वश्रेष्ठ के हिसाब से हम साबित करने में सफलता प्राप्त करेंगे। इसी शब्दों का साथ मैं आज इस सभा में विशेष रूप से हमारे परम आदरणीय गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल जी को धन्यवाद देता हूं। आपने हमारे ये जो ग्रीन शिप रिसाइकलिंग एंड व्हीकल स्क्रैपिंग का जो कार्यक्रम आपने जिस हिसाब से आयोजन की है, मुझे लगता है कि निश्चित रूप से हम सब मिलकर हमारे मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पोर्ट शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज, गुजरात मैरीटाइम बोर्ड और हमारे फीकी और हमारे मिनिस्ट्री ट्रांसपोर्ट सब मिलकर हम निश्चित रूप से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की विजन को साकार करने में हम सफलता प्राप्त करेंगे। इसी शब्दों का साथ आप सबको फिर से हृदय से धन्यवाद देते हुए मैं अपने बोल को ही विराम देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
जय हिंद।